YouTube. What up, YouTube? Listen, I didn't forget about you guys. I know I made a video like, I don't know, a week ago. Because you guys know, like, I like paintballs, I like BBs, I like airsoft, I like the tournaments. Like, I've done it when I was a kid. And I ordered a new gun, and I posted a tag or on my comment section, I posted that it was coming in. Um, I'm just going to give you guys a brief picture of it and what it looks like. Now, mind you, it's not an airsoft gun, but it does take CO2 or green gas or compressed air. Corrections officers use them, and they're top notch. Basically, a paintball gun, paintball marker. It's got it's got the put on stock, adjustable stock, and it is classified in the paintball gun world as a rifle, even though we know it's not a real gun rifle, but it's a rifle. And check this out. We know paintballs can be very, very loud, depending on your tank. This is your barrel. This is the over-the-barrel suppressor. I mean, check this out. This is actually a suppressor. I'm assuming it's like double plastic, and there's probably like cotton or something in there or something, but it really does work. I'm out of CO2, so I can't show you guys how it shoots today, but I will do a whole nother video on either CO2, gas, or compressed air. You guys leave down in the comments what you want me to shoot. It comes with 4 Picatinny rails. 1, 2, 3, 4 for flashlights, handles. It's semi-auto. In the state of New Jersey, you can only buy when you pull the trigger. It's supposed to only give you 1 round at a time on the guns you buy down here. This is from California, so when you pull the trigger, it's 3-round bursts. Pretty freaking accurate and shoots pretty far. I mean, it's got a real live bolt system right here. Got a real live bolt system. Take off safety. You know what I mean? And it's just all around sexy ass paintball marker. I have a 3x32 or 3x30 scope coming in the mail. It'll be here by the 3rd. I have a new hopper coming, my hopper and everything's over there. It comes in the box. This gun, if you used to buy it separate, just the gun like on the website, because it's tricky one. All right, you got a website that sells straight paintball guns, and then you got a website that sells paintball markers. So if you want a good gun, like, don't go to the actual paintball site, go to the paintball marker site. I mean, that's what I ended up doing. I mean, check it out. Look down there. You know, there's nothing in it. It's not loaded. It's got a safety feature, which is a switch, and it comes with this piece that you can put on and off, and it's an adapter, so I can put personalized small tanks on it, big tanks, small tanks. It came with another cord, a line that you take this apart and you put the other gas line in, which is a black line. I mean, just an all-around great gun. Corrections officers use it. It's in majority of the cop cars that we have out here in like Ocean County, like they have something like this, like that's less lethal, whether it's a pellet bag gun or a bean gun. Like these are what less lethals are. The stock came with it. All this came as a package. This, the hopper, it came with a can of CO2. But I mean, it's a decent gun. And the name of it is right there. It's real polymer. So the stuff the material that real guns are made out of, polymer, with like the real gun barrel. And you know what's crazy about this for being a marker? It actually has a rifled barrel. Crazy, right? Because paintballs, when they come together, they have that line. So it keeps the paintball on track. But screw this in. As I told you guys, I wanted to do a quick 5 or 10 minute review on the gun, the pros and the cons. Now, this gun, the pros, you can put a detachable bipod leg on this, and this can become, if you're playing paintball with your friends, a sniper rifle. With the scope that I got coming in, this can be a typical sniper rifle. Right now, I have the polymer handle, but it weighs probably about 4 or 5 pounds, 6 pounds. Um, um, it's just an all-around great gun. It could take CO2, gas, um, oxygen, compressed air. Let's talk about the pros and cons though. The pros. It's not like the average paintball gun or marker. You pull the trigger, you get more than one round. I guess that's a pro. The spread on the paintballs, depending on what paintballs you use, I found out like it's not always the best. Like to use cheap paintballs. These are the guns that you gotta at least keep grease. Like this came with like a greasing packet and everything. Like yeah, I had to grease it before I put it together, but and clean it after every so many hundred paintballs or 1,000 paintballs you put through it. Like you would a regular gun. The better you take care of it, the better it'll shoot. This is basically the 50 cal gun of the paintball marker wall. And it's styled to look like an AR-15, but it's not an AR-15. You see it? It really does. But anyway, the pros and cons. Very, very good shot. Depending on what you're shooting, either gas, CO2, or compressed air, the recoil depends on what you're using. It is bolt action. You see there's a bolt right here. So when you pull back on that, right, like with nothing in it, you can do it manually. But once you put hook the tank up, that automatically will blow back and forth. You don't have to pull on it no more once it's live. And then whatever you're shooting, you can shoot. I got these metal, I guess you will call them slingshot, big BB balls. I could shoot anything basically. Like this is what you call like you're less lethal from sitting around the house and have a CO2 tank hooked to it, or somebody breaks and have less lethal. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool. But you would not want to get hit with a 6 millimeter round ball like that aluminum ball. So be careful, you guys. But anyway, the cons now. It is a rifle, so running around with it, it will get heavy after a while, especially depending on the size tank that you got and what you're running to make it work. Um, if you're running CO2, for instance, and you pull the trigger and you get a 3 round burst and you don't release the trigger, it'll fire another 3 rounds and you're gonna start smoking. It's over cooling to where like the gases are escaping out the bolt release and stuff like that, and you actually see it like it's like blowback. It's gases, but it's not from this. It's from repeatedly pulling. That's why when these were designed in California, you didn't have to previously pull. It's only got one setting, which is 3 rounds per pull. That's how they come. So every time I pull this trigger, I'm going to get 3 rounds. But the spread, it might be like one here, and then the other two might be like bing bang. You know what I mean? Like the spread's not that far apart. It's like a half inch or whatever a piece. Just like bing bing bing. Like you'll hit somebody if they're running from you and you shoot at them with one pull. You're gonna hit them with one of the paintballs. Guaranteed. That's why these become the number one choice in corrections. Up here in New Jersey, I don't know if they're using this particular model, but I know in California they must be because that's where they got these guns are from, in the factory. So, and these things, believe it or not, being hit with a paintball hurts. Being hit with airsoft hurts, especially with no body armor. Being hit with a paintball that's hitting you, and then you're being hit 2 more times after that, all in one trigger pull. So you get hit the first one, then bing bang. Sucks. Anyway, I just want to get on here. I just want to show you guys the real quick gun that I told you I got coming in. I got it. It was $285 altogether, so like $290, $295 including shipping. And I waited 2 weeks for it, but I will be joining the games that are out here local. And I will be going around the townships and playing when summertime comes and throughout the winter. There's games throughout the winter. So if you guys whoever watches this video and wants to link up and play, make sure you have a gun that's ready to play. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm ready to play. I love you guys. Stay safe. Practice safe distance. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll make another video on me shooting this gun as soon as my CO2 tank. Because see, I just bought this. This gun came with one tank. I shot it already. The tank was big enough to get me like 15, 20 shots, and then it was empty. But as soon as I get a tank, I'm going to do a whole episode on close range, far range. I'll shoot these out at like 120 to almost a little under 200 yards because I was doing it when I had the CO2. Listen, with CO2, I might not be able to hit 200 almost, but with green gas, I'll definitely hit almost 200 yards with the weighted in. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe, man. Turn your post notifications on so you know when I make this next video, alright? Peace out. You like the mask? I figured I'll show that off real quick. Peace.